Who couldn't use an extra $5,000 a year? Welcome to Matt's Profit Pursuit. I'm Matt, I'm a part-time reseller who sells on eBay, and I make what sold videos so you see what's selling right now on eBay and break down each sale so you see exactly how much is made after fees, cost of goods, shipping, and taxes are taken out. And today we're going to do a little bit of simple math to see the worst case scenario, how much you can still make on eBay even if you have bad buys and your profit margins are pretty thin. I got 13 orders going out today. Let's see what's sold. First is this Les Schwab beanie. Employee uniforms, hats, shirts, stuff like that sell even for fast food restaurants. It's cheaper to buy it on eBay than to buy it through the company. I paid 25 cents for this beanie and it sold for $16.99 free shipping. The buyer is all in at $18.74, and after fees and shipping I get $8.51. This Brooks running hat. I paid 25 cents for this hat and it sold for $14.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $21.67, and after fees and shipping, I get $12.86. This great Pacific Northwest camo hat, if it was snapback, I would have kept it. I paid 30 cents for this hat and it sold for $14.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $21.74, and after fees and shipping, I get $11.03. This pair of Dickies carpenter pants, and they are like discolored. Like sun dyed or bleached or something. Oh, like sun dyed or bleached or something all throughout here. I'm not sure if it's picking it up right, but I paid $2.10 for these pants and they sold for $15.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $32.74, and after fees and shipping I get $18.95. Sold this pair of women's Wrangler Q Baby jeans, and these are a 5'6" size and 38 length, so these are someone pretty tall. I paid $2.35 for these jeans and they sold for $19.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $29.94, and after fees and shipping I get $16.54. This pair of Columbia cargo hiking pants sold. I paid $1.60 for these pants and they sold for $19.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $30.73, and after fees and shipping I get $13.98. This pair of Coach shoes sold. I paid $1.50 for these shoes and they sold for $24.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $35.28, and after fees and shipping I get $16.91. This was the item I was looking for in the last video I said I couldn't find. It's this pair of Mickey Unlimited Disney shoes. I paid $2.10 for these shoes and they sold for $27.89 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $38.38, and after fees and shipping I get $17.97. This Grinch plush sold. It I think sings a song if I remember right. I don't have batteries in it. It only has one boot. I paid 90 cents for this plush and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $38.71, and after fees and shipping I get $23.98. This Ralph Lauren cardigan, I think is what it is. Has a nice embroidery on it. I paid $2.70 and this sold for $34.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $45.62, and after fees and shipping I get $29.41. This pair of Adidas 510 Freerider Pro. These are like mountain biking or BMX bike shoes. They don't clip in or anything, but they're just, that's what they're made for. I paid $3 for these and they sold for $49.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $65.55, and after fees and shipping I get $43.99. Pair of old Danner boots. Danner's a good brand to look out for. I paid $5.25 for these boots and they sold for $51.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $72.24, and after fees and shipping I get $40.40. Now this is a Aprilia racing coat, it's just like a waterproof coat for like a street bike, I believe. It's already packed up. I bought this at a retail Goodwill over a year ago for $10 and it sold for $59.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $84.52, and after fees and shipping, I get $43.10. So let's go back to that Les Schwab beanie sale. I sold it $16.99 free shipping. That's probably worst case scenario. You know, I have had worse if you count my sports cards, which I make whatever 50 cents from. Follow me if you want to learn how to do that. Get you rich real quick. But anyways, on that beanie, after fees, I got $8.51 minus the cost of goods, which was 25 cents. And that gives me $8.26. Take away 25% for taxes, which is $2.06. And that gives me $6.20. Invest 20% back into the business, which is $1.20. And that gives me $5 even. $5 for about 20 minutes worth of work. Maybe a half hour at the most. Not big money, not good. That's what, $10 an hour? However, if you have $5 and you sell 4 items a day at $5 true net after all the fees and everything, right? $20. Simple math. Now, but if you get that $20 a day and times it by 365 days, that's $7,300. A lot of people don't want to work every single day. I get it. So let's take that $20 and times it by 260 days, which is the days not counting the weekends. And that's still $5,200, making $5 profit on 4 items a day. Again, that's about $10 an hour. So on paper, yeah, it's not worth it. But who couldn't use an extra $5,000 a year? And again, this is probably worst case scenario that you're only getting $5 profit from items. So don't look into comments on the internet of people saying like, oh, I only sell $200 items. It's not even worth my time. Take out the calculator and break down the math and see if it's worth it. And obviously, try to find items that sell for higher profit. That's my tip of the day. Buy a calculator. Now let's break down the rest of the sales. For those items, I have a total sales of $462.68. After fees, I have $279.66, minus the cost of goods, which was $30.40, and that gives me $249.26. Take away 25% for taxes, which is $62.31, and that gives me $186.95. Invest 20% back into the business, which is $37.38, and that puts $149.57 in my pocket. It was about 4 hours worth of work, so that's an hourly rate of $37.25. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, reselling's for everybody. You can do it your way. You can make it what you want it to be. And I think that everyone should do it, at least part-time, to make some extra money. So I'll catch you on the next one. God bless. Peace.